Greetings. That was probably insanely loud. My mic settings have changed. My PC updated to Windows 11, so everything is very different right now. My desk is still cluttered with shit, so that hasn't changed. Hello, Sample. Yes, spoken. I have. I am consuming burger right now. Oh, I want to be autistic really quick. Hold on, I'm gonna actually turn off the waiting room. So firstly, this is my airbrush booth. I don't think I've shown this off yet. It's already been used a little bit, but not fully. But I don't know if you guys know what this is. You guys own these? Mine are all fucked up because I let them get exposed to water, and I'm probably gonna need to order new ones. But they're 1, 2, 3 blocks. It is the most autistic shit I've ever purchased in my entire life, and I fucking love them. It's literally just a block of metal that's supposed to be machined perfectly to be a certain amount of inches for like measurement, and it just brings me so much joy for literally no reason. No heretic burger, just the golden arches, as always. I thought family was going to be doing something for dinner tonight, and I was incorrect. Actually, here, let me put something nice to look at. There we go. That should be good to look at. Today I'm going to consume a burger, possibly 2, before I start, because this might take a bit. Nothing like a drill press to get me going, literally. So real for that sample. I was in robotics though, so I didn't get to do any of that kind of stuff. All of our kits went together with nuts, bolts, washers, and screws. So just fuck, wrong pipe. There we go, I got it out. Fuck. So just a metal block with holes in them. The tism is quite, yeah, but they're machined perfectly, or so they say. I got these off Amazon, and they came to me with some sort of residue on them, and I tried to wash it off, and that was a bad idea. Because now they have a little bit of rust on them. Yeah, that's what I bought. This was a long time ago, though. Good morning. Hello, Deathcore. Hey, Custom Cast Space Marines. Yes, this is supposed to be Basilon. This is the guy from the intro of the latest video. Screaming into your fucking brain. First stream, lol. It is your first stream, huh? I haven't seen you before. Welcome, regardless. I did actually film the kit bashing process of making this guy, so I plan on making that video at some point throughout November, at least. I don't think I'm gonna have it done this weekend because I'm also trying to get the orc video done. And a short. I need to make another short soon. I've been kind of dropping the ball when it comes to shorts. I haven't uploaded one in like 3 weeks or something. Which they don't take fuck, they don't take a lot of time to make. It's just the fact that like I have other videos that I need to be working on. It takes me like an hour to 30 minutes to make a short. And people like them, which I'm glad, but you know, that's an hour I could. The deadline for October gets closer every day. The deadline for October is literally Friday. Like I'm going to get the video out on Friday. Hopefully. Okay, I can't believe they haven't done a tech marine on a bike. I'm pretty sure they did back in like an edition where Ronald Reagan was still the president. I'm pretty sure. There was a tech marine on bike back then. There used to be everything on bike. That was how long ago? Ronald Reagan was in administration during the 1980s, so. Isn't the Tech Marine supposed to come out in November? I have no idea what you're talking about. You mean like Koenig Vog or whatever his name is? I'm from the government and I'm here to help. Yeah, sure, bud. You know, he wanted to throw a bunch of cheese in the ocean. Fun America fact for you. One of the most powerful men in the world wanted to throw 1 billion pounds of cheese in the ocean. What happened if he threw all the cheese in the ocean? Well, Ronald Reagan's idea was that they were going to throw all the cheese in the ocean and see if fish liked cheese. Good old government cheese, I'll tell you what. Yeah, I love when people learn about the government cheese program. It's not even conspiracy theory, it's all real. There's an entire government entity that exists to this day trying to get Americans to consume more dairy products. It's fucking insane. All right, I need to prime this man. Speaking of which, I got I broke my old airbrush. Keep that motherfucking, oh Jesus, I keep that motherfucking thing on me. Wasn't that wasn't it because of dairy stipends? So what was it? Back when Prohibition happened. I'm gonna try to not make this tangent long, but back when Prohibition happened, alcohol was banned, so all the bars got converted into ice cream parlors. So ice cream became the new social thing instead of drinking. This continues on all the way until the Great Depression, where I think at that point Prohibition got lifted, and also the Great Depression was hitting. So the dairy farmers were overproducing a shit ton of dairy to be turned into, or producing a shit ton of milk to be turned into ice cream. And the entire dairy industry was about to go under, and there was going to be no recovering it. So the government told the dairy industry, hey, we're going to buy all your excess dairy. And they said, how much excess dairy? And they say, we'll buy all of it. So they started to overproduce even more dairy, and the government kept buying the dairy. And because milk starts to go bad after a while, what do you do with milk? You turn it into cheese. So lo and behold, from 1938, assumedly, all the way to like, when was Reagan president? Like mid 1980s. There was just a bunch of cheese sitting in a vault underneath Springfield, Massachusetts. And then a fucking corporate entity called Dairy Management Incorporated got created and basically bailed out Domino's, I think Pizza Hut, and a bunch of other like corporations that primarily deal with cheese. And that's why when you order Domino's and Pizza Hut, I think, you're always asked, do you want to put extra cheese on it? I love this fucking country. It's so amazing how fucking stupid shit gets. I wonder how loud this is if it gets picked up on the mic, because there's a vent back here that's supposed to take all the air particulates, but let me try and hit it. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Let me move the mic a little bit further. Next battle terrain idea, the cheese caves. So fucking stupid. Just wheels of cheese as terrain. I have to move the camera a little bit. More or less out of my way. How did the tournament go you were talking about last stream? I got my motherfucking ass beat, dude. I know now how many certified Wendigooners we have. I learned about that from Fat Electrician. I do like Wendigoon though a lot. I haven't watched any of his videos recently, but yeah, no, I got my ass beat at the Age of Sigmar tournament because I'm playing Night Haunt. Night Haunt are not good. Like, just to like, if you ever decide to get into Sigmar, the funny thing about Nighthaunt is that they're always overpowered or they're always dog shit. Right now they're dog shit because they were just overpowered. So the entirety of Nighthaunt, you have a 6-up, basically an invulnerable save at all times, and a 5-up invulnerable on your characters. The good thing is that you can use defensive strats to... No, we're never going to do a shed street because you might see my reflection. That's not happening. But the good thing about Nighthaunt is that you're able to use defensive strats to be able to boost your save. And AP just does not matter to you at all the time. You also have a 5-up Feel No Pain, basically, throughout your entire army at all times. The problem with this is that because all your basic infantry are on 6-up invulnerable saves, they're basically just guaranteed to die. Even if you use all-out defense to make it 5-ups instead, it doesn't really help that much. And the other bad thing is that most of our infantry is now 2 wounds, which normally you think would be great, but all of our regen stuff, you need to wear a gas mask. How are we going to see your face? It's not an actual fucking gas mask. It's just a respirator. But I'm going to keep complaining about this because you brought it up. All of our healing strats or abilities for Nighthaunt, you have to, it's like reanimation protocols for Necrons, where you have to heal a certain amount of health characteristic in order to bring back multi-wound models. It's not just bring back models. So because everything but like 1 unit is 2 health, all of our heal strats don't matter at all. They're absolute dog shit. And then the characters aren't too great too. I really like Kurdos. Kurdos is funny. He just hits you on 2s and wins you on 2s and does flat 3 damage, and damage spreads in that game. The Black Coach, the Scourge of Gyran version one specifically, is a fucking monster, and I really loved it. I charged it into a what is it called? A Lord of Change, and one-shot him. It was amazing. I loved it. Yeah, there's parts of Nighthaunt I really like. It's just that they're not good right now. And there's like no real identity for the faction as of right now. They're not incredibly resilient. They die really quickly. They're fast, kind of. What's the pitch for Nighthaunt in AOS? Ghost, basically. The pitch for Nighthaunt is, hey, you remember when ghosts used to be scary? What if we made them scary again? And to be fair, Nighthaunt look fucking awesome. It's just that the rules are shit right now. That's kind of what like the entire thing of Death Factions is. It's just like, take a horror archetype of like a villain or an adversary and make an entire faction around them. Soulblight Gravelords is vampires. Flesh Eater Courts are also vampires, but also zombies. Fucking Osiarch Bone Reapers are skeletons, and Nighthaunt are ghosts. And it's just cool. If you're a big fan of Halloween, you're probably a big fan of the Death Factions. I'm a very big fan of Nighthaunt, but I'm not paying GW prices for Nighthaunt, so I just 3D printed all my shit. Which reminds me, I forgot to leave my fucking Nighthaunt in the case at the shop, so he's probably gonna get disqualified from the painting challenge. Don't forget, Bone Reapers are also the IRS. Yeah, the Bone Taxmen. It's great. Sea Elves are better. Sea Elves are shit. I fucking hate Idenith. I hate all their models. A giant sea turtle is the stupidest fucking thing I've ever seen. I'm sorry. I'm really not sorry, actually. Where's my primer? Somewhere around here. Giant sea turtle? Yeah, they have a giant sea turtle. How can you hate on the turtle? Because it looks fucking stupid. You can like it, that's fine. I just think it's dumb. Nah, praise the forges of Hashut, Bull, Father, Elder Ancestor, and Father of Darkness. Yeah, but you're only like, you're gonna have the Votan problem where you're only like 5 models throughout the entire edition. So look forward to that. Ow, my knee. I have not broken in this airbrush yet, so today is going to be its breaking in period. Chat, I think we should replace Dio with another one because he doesn't like the sea turtle. Bro, fuck your turtle. I'm gonna shove fucking straws in its nose. Fuck that guy. You're so mean against my turtle? Yeah, fuck that man. Think my attitude's gonna change all of a sudden? I think it looks stupid. You can like it, that's fair. I just don't like it. I hate it. I'm gonna add helmets and shit on the sides. I just haven't done it yet. I wonder how many people have died by having a sea turtle thrown at them. More than one. Big Turtle doesn't want you to know this, but yeah, airbrush. Yeah, I'm gonna be using the airbrush a little bit tonight. This is actually very useful. Just got an airbrush from my father-in-law. Gonna use it for D&D minis. Your father-in-law is fucking badass. I love when, like, so people don't like need to understand your hobby, but I like when they get involved enough and they know to get you gifts for it. Like, that's nice. I appreciate that a lot. Because I remember my mom doesn't know shit about what I do for my hobby, but she's like, hey, what do you want for Christmas? And I said, can I get an airbrush? Because she still gives me gifts despite the fact that I'm a grown-ass man and I buy myself shit. But she still got me an airbrush. She got me the first version of the one that I'm using. What was this called? The Galeri GH8068. It was a Hinsnold one. I don't know what any of that fucking means. Oh, just... Already a blockage in my airbrush. That's not good. Oh, mama's boy, how cute. Yeah, basically. We argue a lot, so I don't really know if I consider myself a mama's boy, but we just live together because California's fucking expensive, man. Holy shit. His old one, gotcha. So, you know, I think it's better to have a shitty, cheapo airbrush to try to break an expensive new one. That's what I did. I bought a shitty ass airbrush for my first one. What the fuck does an airbrush even do? It shoots air out the thing, so it spreads your paint evenly and faster. It's very handy, especially if you're into like a batch painting. It's very handy to have. That being said, mine is sputtering a little bit, and I don't know why. I think the needle is too. Got any plans for the inevitable 10K special? The 10K special is a Broken Tower episode. For everybody who's been asking for it. Switched out my airbrush for sponge painting. Sponge painting. I've noticed people have been doing that more often, which is kind of interesting. You know, I got asked if I'm ever going to do a Broken Tower episode. I'm like, more people than not are asking me to do it, so I don't see why the fuck I shouldn't. So we're going to do a Broken Tower episode for 10K. You mean like lore for the Broken Tower? Yeah. Lore for the Broken Tower, lore about the characters, lore about Diadium and all that. Because people have been asking about that. Is it going to get a lot of views? Fuck no. But, you know, it's for the fans. I mainly use my airbrush for OSL and priming. I use my airbrush for glows and priming, basically, and base coats. Depending on what the base coat is. Like right now, I'm about to use it for metallics because most of this model is going to be fucking metallic. Guitar episode, let's go. Yeah, eventually. I think it's going to be the like by the time we hit 10K, it'll be Christmas. So it'll work out. I'm sorry, you probably hear my airbrush. My bad. But yeah. The only problem is that I'm going to be moving around that time, so I'm going to have to get the video done sooner than later. I am going to try to make it a really long episode, though. I think that'll be fun. Like just, I'm not promising an hour, but I would try to do an hour. I want to try to do like a Luton style video of just like talking about the Broken Tower, because Broken Tower lore video in the shed. No, stop asking to see the shed. I actually did make a video. I scrapped it because it was just too long of me rambling, but I think what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to make videos for members of just like monthly or like bi-weekly updates of me in the shed talking about how life is going. Because I tried doing that earlier. It didn't come out so well, but I'll probably try it again. Also, everything about it that was relevant is past at this point. Let me grab my air metallic. Shed update? You get a shed update when I move, because right now the shed is still a shed. I got a fan for the shed. That's about it. Oh no. Matt has become a legionnaire. Thank you for joining, brother. The Discord link should be in one of the members' posts. If it's not updated, I'll update it right now. We shedding right now. We are not shedding. Show the shed fan. It's in my garage and I'm painting. I'm not getting it right now. I want to paint. I want to paint something before I have to go to work tomorrow. Shedding till my tower till I broken. So unfortunate. Welcome to the warband, Matt. I'm gonna get paint on my fingers, whatever. I'm probably gonna have to still put lead belcher over this. Coming out weird. I'm just gonna get lead belcher. Now that I'm paying you, I gotta ask when Alpha Legion. Alpha Legion are gonna come out at some point. I really like them. They're one of my favorite Chaos warbands. I've kind of noticed I don't hate any of the Chaos warbands in particular, except for like Graces of Bile, but that's just because Graces of Bile isn't a fucking warband. When are we getting a Tau video? If they ever win a poll, which I'm going to tell you right now, Tau are probably never going to win a poll. Because I don't really like have any Xenos I want to talk about anymore, so they're all just going to be left up to polls. How much do I have to donate for a Tau video? I'm not giving you a price number for that. All anybody needs to know is that I can be bought. Because the videos don't make enough money to matter anyways. $10,000. Everything has a price. Yeah, I know everything has a price. I'm just saying I don't have a price on the top of my head. I'm just saying I can be, but I'm like, I hate to like keep bringing up Bricky, but like I'm of the Bricky mentality. If you donate for me to do something within reason, I'll do it. Like, as long as it's not something stupid, illegal, or insane, I'll fucking do it, man. Time to get out the web palette. Maybe $10, take it or leave it. Okay, it's gotta be more than that. You're asking me to hijack the entire schedule. Web pallet's still wet. Web palette needs water. You get some water for the web palette. How about a mythical $2 bill for and a firm handshake? I already have a $2 bill. So that means nothing to me, Alfarius. As a matter of fact, I had to use that $2 bill one time at the gas station, and they didn't believe it was a $2 bill. They had to kept checking it over. Greedy goblin. Yeah, you're goddamn right, I'm greedy. Yeah, you're asking me to change the schedule and do a video that you want? Of course I'm gonna be greedy. What the fuck? Crazy. Silver dollar. Unless you're talking about like the ones that are super rare and worth a bunch of money, no. Listen here, $11, 1 trillion Zimbabwe dollar. I'm pretty sure $1 trillion Zimbabwean dollars is less than the $10 Kitty Cat offered me. I'm fairly certain. Move all this shit away from my desk so I actually have room to paint again. The good news is that filtration system works because there's not a bunch of particles in the air. Get some water on this wet palette. I've returned. I had to get my paint palette set up again. Here we go. My calculations say 1.5. That's crazy. Doing Zimbabwe dollars. No, $20. 50. God. All right. This may get a bit disorientating. Ooh. Probably saw my pizza pants briefly for a moment. This thing does not want to stay in position. There we go. Can we stop talking about Zimbabwean dollars? It's just depressing. Reading about how fucking useless that currency is. There we go. Much better. Much better. I just realized I had no idea what I wanted to do for this front part. I'm putting hazard stripes. That's gonna be fucking fun. Let's do that. Oh, hello, Kyle. I didn't know you were here. I don't know why. How about 50,000 yen? Oh, that's what you're saying. What if we say pretty, please? No. I can be bought. I cannot be bought with kindness. You cannot guilt me into doing shit. Doing a money spread with Zimbabwean dollars. There's levels to this shit. If you do a money spread with Zimbabwean dollars, that's just like the inverse of aura, but also you're doing it, so like there's also like aura to it. It's fucking crazy. Where'd my paper go? What Zimbabwean $100 bills? It's wild. My entire house is filled with $100 bills. Kitty Cat, where do you live again? Are you Polish or something? It's kind of funny. I'm painting up Basilon despite the fact that I literally don't have an army list with him in it. So I'm literally just doing this for the love of the game. My local currency is also dog shit. Okay, well, doesn't tell me where you live, but I could probably just demise that you are definitely not of the US. So Romania. There's a lot of countries out over there with really shit currencies. Oh, Jesus. Poland. Okay, yeah, you are Polish. Gotcha. Well, perhaps you're not Polish, but you live in Poland. Could be worse. You could be getting invaded again. Historically, that just seems to be your guys' shtick. Doesn't Poland use the euro? Yeah, the euro's not particularly great right now, I think. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure they have their own currency, though, don't they? One WPZ is worth 0.24 euros. Wild. Is it how many weapons Poland is buying? I want to go anywhere near that border. They're trying to Article 5 the UN right now. It's great. They've been trying to Article 5 the UN for a while, actually. Nobody wants a world war more than Poland, which is crazy given their history. Euros are worth more than USD. Okay. Whatever you say, I'll believe you. Currency is not my most autistic subject. This is not my special interest. We're hyped for this shit. Hell yeah. $1 is 0.86 euros. That's not awful compared to most countries. Man, learning about so much cooking is college. Real as fuck, dude. I dropped out. I thought I wanted to be a teacher, and I learned that was not the life for me. This conversion came out so much fucking better than I thought it was going to, dude. I was like so scared this backpack wasn't gonna look good, and it looks fucking amazing on him like this. This is like the sickest shit. Something happened. Oh, his fucking thing didn't fully connect. Cover that up with paint. I do know one thing I want to do for 10K also is just like a really simple like Q&A video, because I know a lot of people have questions for me, and not everybody is always able to make it to the streams, so I think it's just fair to just let the comments go at it, and I'll just try to answer as many questions as I can. Just put like Darktide in the background and just start reading shit off. Just imagine one of those starving kids in Africa ads where they're trying to buy food with a wheelbarrow. Like, this is Weimar Germany. That shit doesn't guilt me anymore. I'm also just like an incredibly jaded person. Because like God knows how many charity organizations there have been that have just been like completely just embezzling money. There's some charities out there that are verified and they're doing good work. And you should... I forgot the piece that goes on here. God damn it. Yeah. Would you rather have a Weimar Republic marks or Zimbabwe dollars? I'm pretty sure the Weimar Republic marks is still worth more than Zimbabwean dollars, at least up until the point where the Soviets started printing more Deutschmarks. I want to enlist, but that means I'd have to give up my favorite hobby of drinking and driving. Wild. No wonder you like the Iron Warriors. What do you mean? I like the Iron Warrior. Oh, because I'm a callous asshole who doesn't feel guilt for a lot of things. Yeah, basically. I like the Iron Warriors because after, like, I talked about in my Iron Warriors video, after I, like, got past the whole haha war crimes, I was just like, ah, fuck, I relate to these people a lot. That's not good. Are you Polish by chance? I am Mexican. Mexican American. More American than Mexican. I don't speak any Spanish. Forgot the ad. No. Ice. Were you born in the US? I was born in the... I was just going to say this. This is as much as you're going to get about my family history. My great-grandmother was born before the Great Depression, and the town she was born in was currently was actively being built. That is how far along my American heritage goes. And I'm pretty sure her parents were born in the US before her. I don't know anybody in my family who ever immigrated, and I'm pretty sure nobody has. There's probably some family history where my family might have been in Texas fighting the Mexicans at the Alamo. Who knows? I'm not willing to give my DNA away to Ancestry.com or any of those sites. I don't speak I don't speak German neither. Heyo, hello Marshmallow. You don't really make it to the streams that often. Oh no, you were here last time, I think, right? Ah, fuck, I can't recall, man. I have such a bad memory. I'm gonna try to keep the stream going for a while, at least until like I really, really need to go to bed. You should. I will find you. Just go ahead and tell you right now, Deathcore, California believes in castle doctrine, so good luck. I forgot to do my Russian lessons. Now I lost my Greenbird streak. Are you preparing your Russian lessons for when you inevitably get invaded again? At least you're planning. I don't have to get my DNA data back now, Lamau. I don't have to get my DNA data back now. What do you mean? Oh, is it because that company went under, actually? I'm listening to your lore vids while I sleep, and I sleep 10 times better. I've been getting a lot of let me get to that in a second. I've been getting a lot of comments about that, how people say they listen to my voice. So I'm probably gonna just like make an hour-long video of me just reading off shit. That might just be what the Reforged video is. It's just gonna basically just be like a video just fall asleep to. This time we are evading. What the fuck is Castle Doctrine? Castle Doctrine is basically a self-defense law where don't take my legal advice on this if you're an American, but this is just what I recall. It basically boils down to if somebody invades your home and they're looking to do harm to you or your property, you have the right to defend yourself, your family, and your property within reason. Obviously, you should look for an exit and try to leave before you do that. But if in the case of like my house, there's no exit, so shotgun. I own a musket for home defense since that's what the founding fathers intended. 4 ruffians break into my house. What the devil? Dude, Dio ASMR got me manning my tower till it broken. Yeah, but like I also don't like what the fuck would Dio ASMR be? It's just gonna be me speaking into the mic much more quietly. 20-hour Horus Heresy lore video. I'd rather just talk about shit I actually want to talk about. I don't want to talk about the fucking Horus Heresy. You probably noticed, except for the Lion video, I really try hard not to talk about the heresy. That's because I don't give a shit about it. Like, me and my friends are trying to play Horus Heresy, and honestly, the more I look at it, the more I really don't want to play it. I just want to stick to 40k. Do book readings. That gets into a whole copyright thing where I'm technically not supposed to be doing that because audiobooks exist and those are protected under copyright law. I could read Trench Crusade lore, which is probably what I'm actually going to do. Broken Tower English Dictionary ASMR real. Based fuck the heresy. It's so boring. It's not boring. There's a bunch of cool shit in it, but you know, you can do segments of the books. I'd rather just read Trench Crusade lore, which is probably what I'm gonna do. I might toy with that eventually, where I just read Trench Crusade lore. The problem is that I need like doing that for an hour and then just trimming it down would take so fucking long. But people like my voice, so you know, it might be fun. I really love Trench Crusade, and I think the universe is really fucking sick, and all their lore is out there for free, so I could just read it. And I'm not trying to like shit on people who are already doing lore videos for Trench Crusade, but like I don't particularly like some of their voices. I've said this before, I don't particularly like my voice either, but if I talk in like a slower, more quieter tone, it's a lot easier to listen to me. I was naming different kind of dinosaurs. ASMR, no. Real Trench baby. I don't know if that's like a slur or perk or what. You just call me a trench baby? That's crazy. Titan video now, bro. The Titan video is just gonna boil down to me talking about the fucking Psy Titan that doesn't exist because there's not a model for it in 40k, and I'm sad. That's all it's gonna boil down to. I think Titans are neat. It's also probably just gonna be me talking about the DSE Ray, the best Titan ever. But yeah, I'm probably gonna do. I'll probably do a Trench Crusade reading. Silence you, Trench Ducker. That's crazy. Trench Ducker, what? Mods, take Dying Marshmallow out back and beat him to death. I love myself some tactical belt fetuses. I really love the Heretic Legions. I'm gonna gush about them when I inevitably do a Trench Crusade video, but like the Heretic Legions are far more metal than Chaos Space Marines. The reason why is because anybody can join Chaos, right? Because Chaos always needs more souls and more servants. That's weak as fuck. When you join Hell, you have to make a pilgrimage to the gate of Hell, and if you're within a 5-mile radius and you can't fucking hang, your corpse gets burned and you are scarred and forced to stay alive until the end of days. You have to make it to the gate and pledge yourself, and only the people with the blackest of hearts are able to serve Hell. You have to be evil enough. You have to meet a criteria. That's fucking sick. I love that shit. Pre-Heresy Death Guard are much better than the Nergalites. Actual chemical warfare, they need chaos corruption. They were built different. Mortarion actually liked them. Reasons go on. Yeah, I've heard Death Guard pre-Heresy are cool. The main problem with Death Guard is that Mortarion exists. Because, you know, he's not really like that much of an interesting character. There's a lot more to him than people give him credit for, but he's still not that interesting. He's more interesting than fucking Ferrus Manus, though. Ferrus literally exists to make Fulgrim's story more tragic. Trench Crusade is low-key kind of edgelord 420, 69 type shit. I think you're just wrong and stupid. I'm gonna be real with you. If it wasn't for the fact that Trench Crusade was very well researched and was trying to be respectful to other religions, I disagree flat out. Like the lore that they're making for it is handled very well. And it's supposed to be a fucking incredibly dark world. Hell is literally invading. It's supposed to be something that feels slightly real. It's not like 40k where everything is just like insane scale. The scale is dialed back to our own planet. And it's literally a fight for our own continued survival as the human race, and there's no end in sight. I feel like a lot of like danger and the darkness of 40k gets lost because GW first off doesn't understand how scale works, and also the scale of 40k is just insane. Give it 6 months before you become the PG-13 Bob Ross of the 40k community due to all the people watching your videos for white noise. I don't mind that. I think that's great. I love you like a love song, baby. I've been listening to a lot of white girl music, dude. It's so good. It's like it's the music I grew up with outside of like System of a Down and other stuff because that's what my parents listened to. But damn, I only fuck with the tall anti-everything rifle, dude. The anti-material or the anti-tank communicant. Yeah, that's the model that got me into Trench Crusade. But there's so many other things that got me into Trench Crusade. I really fucking love Heretic Legions. I think they're so fucking cool. It's just that there's not that much lore on them. White girl music has been my current workout track. I haven't been working out. I really need to. But I really feel like if I'd listened to white girl music while I was working out, I would be jacked as fuck. Now Artillery Witch is the best. Artillery Witch is what got a lot of people into it. I like Artillery Witch for a lot of different reasons. And that's because I like robotic women. Clockwork women fall under this. Bad Romance, Bolt Thrower, and trust me, it goes hard. Bad Romance is a very good song, and I've just been blasting that for a very long time at this point. I'm listening. I'm currently been just listening to Just Dance. A lot of Lady Gaga's music is just super fucking good. He just like me, what liking Clockwork Women. Cecilia Immergreen, my beloved. The Church of Ammon is moving different. The Church of Ammon is fucking smoking dung beetles. Throwing diamonds at the strip clubs underneath the Great Pyramids. Also, the shit they said. All right, Chaos time, F, Marry, Kill, then Primarch Edition, your top 3. But if it's F, Marry, Kill, and I gotta choose my top 3, there's not really a top, I guess. I don't fucking know. I've already given my answer on a different stream, but I'll just go ahead and say what my answer was. A lot of people are probably gonna expect me to say fucking Femme Perturabo. It's not. Hi, AJ. Femme Perturabo is not my pick. It's the twins, Alfarius and or Omegon, because That's just the thing I like. I can't explain it. I like twin characters. Same brother, I'll lose fingers, no issue. What's that scene from Treasure Planet? You lose a few things chasing dreams. As he's fucking flexing around his mechanical hand. God, that's such a good fucking movie, and it's such a travesty. It was better than one, just saying. It's less of that, and it's more of the fact that just like I like Alpha Legion just to begin with. I think Alpha Legion are cool, but also I like the idea that they are the same person, but they're also not. He's gonna get an Eiffel Tower. That was crazy. I remember my friend telling me what that was a while ago. Bro, I saw the twins from Batman Beyond was changed forever. It's so weird because they're not even in Batman Beyond. They're in like the movie. They're not even in the show. They show up in Justice League in the like fucking time travel episode, and then they're in the movie where the Joker comes back. We all saw your Dark Eldar thumbnail. We know your type. You don't know my type. My type is in the description, not in the thumbnail. I don't find Lilith Hesprax attractive at all. I just did that because I know everybody else would find her attractive. I know you. You don't know me. My type is Necron women. His type is dark despite his prejudice. Damn. Everyone just calls me a racist. I gotta get my purple. Where is it? I'll once again say this. Forever. Fuck Vallejo. I love this purple, and they don't fucking make it anymore. Because they changed the fucking game color range. Also, zealous Catholic women. I like Sisters of Battle, but I don't like them as much as I like robot women because I'm weird. If you gave me a choice, fucking Necron wife or Sister of Battle wife, I'm going with the Necron. I like robot women. They're great. They're also just great characters. Robots are just amazing characters. Need a smaller brush. Brush is probably too small. That's fine. Robot women got me acting illogical. Robot women got me questioning the machine god. Chowda. That clanker got me questioning my loyalty to Maz. Robot women are great, spoken like the lead designer of Atomic Heart. It's so crazy how they made an entire DLC revolving around getting with one of the robot chicks because that's technically your wife, and everybody loved it. Damn Rustback. Goddamn. I forget what it. Goddamn Bolt Muncher. Daily mention of my my boy Legion. That unit had a soul. Oh, Legion. Does this unit have a soul? I never got into Mass Effect. I'm gonna say right now, I probably would like Mass Effect way more if I played it when it was coming out. Going back and trying to play Mass Effect now, that shit is complete dog ass, dude. Mass Effect 1 fucking sucks. I don't know what to tell you. I know the gameplay of 3 is really good. It's just that I have to play through the other 2 fucking games to get to 3, and 3 has good gameplay, and that's it. Shadow, what have you done? Now the anime is like an anime. All this fire. I miss Chowder. Such a good show, dude. So Mechanicum or nah? What do you mean Mechanicum? Like Horus Heresy? My only interest in the Mechanicum is that Call was a part of the Mechanicum. Mass Effect 2 is a nice middle ground. Yeah, but I can't play 2. I have to play 1 first. That's the problem. Also, I learned while I was playing, like, I don't even know how far I am through 1, but while I was playing 1, I ended up learning that you can't romance Tally. Oh, jeez, I got paint on my light. I learned you can't romance Tally in the first game, which I'm like, what? Why? Oh, there's the soundtrack. The Hunter Killers are here. I fucking love this track so much. I'm kind of sad. So we're not doing Wrath and Glory anymore in my TTRPG group. We're going back to D&D because it's much more simpler and much more fun for us. But I'm kind of sad I'm never going to be able to use this track now. I was intending on using this for a chase scene. Bro, same. Just wait. Bro, same thing here. Just wait for 2 or 3. Oh, Mass Effect, yeah. I know 2 and 3 are, oh, 2's good and 3 is good gameplay. That's it. There's a lot of problems with 3, but I don't know. It's just not worth for me playing through it. All the best partners were locked out in the first game. Yeah, it's so fucking crazy. Like, dude, like, you can romance fucking Amy or whatever fuck her name is, the basic lady, and the only reason I chose to save her over the guy is because I don't want to romance the guy. I don't know. I'm playing through Mass Effect with the mindset of an American is really difficult because I cannot understand a universe where mankind is not the top dog and the aliens are, unless the aliens were already pre-established, which is my understanding. Apparently it's because Tally was shy and could, yeah, that's what she says in the second game. Yeah, the creators say that, but that's just because they didn't think people were going to want to date the cute Romanian engineer lady. My only issue with Tally's romance is that there's a bit of an age gap. It fucking... Bro, I know half the motherfuckers who have subscribed to this channel have played Gacha at some point. So I'm gonna just leave it at that. You're not innocent either in that regard? No, I'm not. I play Gacha. I play ZZZ. Well, I haven't played it in forever, but I do need to play it again, though. I think a character I want is coming out on the banner, so I'm going to need to roll for her. ZZZ Zenless Zone Zero. It's a Gacha game. It's made by the same people who made Genshin, except Zenless Zone Zero actually has gameplay. I was completely surprised by Harry's fans, but we won in the end. Do Pokemon cards count as Gacha? I think you're just a loser if you play Pokemon cards. But also, I just hate card games in general. Dude, I tried playing card games. I just fucking hate them so much. For once, I am fully clear of all charges. That's crazy, Alfarius, because that is a lie. I love you like a love song, baby. I love song, baby. I'll do hazard stripes on this side. That'll be fun. Where's my yellow? Lost at Uno one too many times. Did you? Dude, I fucking love Uno. I'm saying I hate like trading card games like Magic and Hearthstone and shit like that. I think that shit's cringe. Because this is my thing. So I love wargaming because you build in attachments to your models in your army. Yeah, there's no attachment to a deck outside of the monetary value because decks are fucking expensive. That's it. Also, I won Uno. I won like a motherfucker when I played that shit, and no one wanted to play it anymore. Uno house rules are only acceptable rules. Exactly. Keep repeating. I had an idea. I don't know if I'm gonna do it, but it might be funny. Just because I really liked making that intro with Basilon for the Emperor's Children video. I love about the idea of like I'm probably not gonna do it, but I'm just toying with it. Of having fucking Basilon. When I say Basilon, it's just me with a filter. But having Basilon sing random songs and just post them as like either members or unlisted videos or whatever. I don't know. That might just be funny. The problem is that I would shred my fucking voice doing it, because doing the let's make some fucking noise destroyed my throat, because I had to do it twice. I did it the first time and I'm like, that's way too short. It doesn't sync up with the drop. I have to do it way harder. Have Basilon sing things on shorts. I'll probably do that. Do a commit to the bit. I'm going to. I've had ideas of doing that. Literally the entire lore for Basilon is that he's just here at the tower for the love of the game. And he's the architect, so nobody fucking argues with him. So he gets to do whatever he wants, which includes rigging the entire PA system across the broken tower to play Welcome to the Jungle when Astartes start invading. Holy fucking shit, that's awesome. What else does Basilon have on his playlist? So Basilon so I'm not joking, this is like lore I made up, okay? It's been 5 years and I still understand how to play cards. I assume you mean like normal cards, like poker and shit. Yeah, we play no stakes poker and force everybody to play all in on the third round. I don't know what any of that fucking means. But this is literally lore I created for Basilon. So I can talk about this now because I'm not gonna do Wrath and Glory for my players anymore. We're going to D&D because it's less combat heavy and it's more fun. But there was supposed to be an encounter where they run into Basilon. They were supposed to infiltrate the broken tower and look for somebody and try to escape. The whole thing is that nobody's allowed to escape the broken tower, especially if Basilon is on garrison duty. He will not allow it. So they were supposed to fight Basilon in a hallway that he just locks down. And he's fighting with his hammer currently. His hammer has a Slaneshi demon trapped inside of it. I say trapped, it's willingly in there. And he has a stage 2 where if the players break his hammer, so the hammer is basically the thing that's helping him control the PA system. And it's also an instrument for him. So he's able to play like a guitar, like a piano, like a drum, however he wants. He's ex-Emperor children. He got abandoned by his squad because they hated him. Imagine dropping into a barren mountain range filled with bunkers and fortifications. The PA system starts blasting ancient folk songs from the Age of Terra. Ancient folk song being like Thunderstruck from AC/DC. That's his idea. But hold on, I'm not done. So they're supposed to break his hammer halfway through the fight, and because he no longer has an instrument, he's not able to play anything. So he just starts fucking rapping in the middle of combat. And I was gonna play like Persona music, like Lotus Juice and shit. Like it's going down now. When he just hits his second phase, he literally just starts spitting bars while fucking fist fighting people. Honestly, so based. You can take the instrument from the man, but you can never take the music out of his soul. This has been the best part of my day. I'm glad. His brothers abandoned him over his chiptune remix of Baby Shark. He uses it as torture. Joe showed up. What are you painting? I'm painting Basilon. This was the guy who was screeching in the intro of my Emperor's Children video. This is the guy responsible for creating the broken tower. Play Tech 9. If someone breaks into my house, I'm going to have Alexa play It's Going Down for real. That's crazy. Breaks hammer. My name is... Who's worse, Asmodai or Basilon? In what way? Breaks hammer looks like a job for me. It's literally like spoilers for Elden Ring. If somehow you never fucking beat that game, if you haven't beat it, you suck. I'm sorry, but I mean, if you played it from like release until now, but the whole point of Basilon is that he was going to like his hammer was gonna break. The demon was seemingly going to try and escape, but the players would notice it's not leaving. So Basilon was going to grab the demon, wrench it into a physical form, and make it into fucking brass knuckles and start boxing up people while rapping. Interrogation, torture, Basilon or Asmodai. Asmodai's actually good at torture. Basilon will just break you into insanity and not get any information. Basilon's idea of torture is playing Our House in the Middle of the Street over and over and over and over again. And not like the song, just the chorus. Our house in the middle of the street, just continuously. And he'll eventually forget, because like Basilon has like basically Basilon outside of like the Broken Tower has ADHD, and he like refuses to stay on a project for more than 5 minutes if it's not pertaining to the tower. This includes interrogation. So if you get interrogated by Basilon, he will eventually forget about you and go leave to work back on the tower, and there's just like isolation units just filled with corpses. Because he'll forget that the isolation unit already had somebody in there, and he just throws somebody in there anyways. And so there's like a single isolation unit with like 5 corpses just all sat around each other, still blasting Our House in the middle of the street. Buffman has become a legionary. Welcome. Tell me, brother, who was in Paris? No! That's an Asmodai question. Basilon is a man of class. He would never ask who was in Paris. He would just tell you. Is Basilon prefer the old Kanye or the new Kanye? Basilon fucking misses the old Kanye. And by that, I also mean myself. It is so fucking... So, like, I wasn't a big Kanye fan back in the day, right? I was not a big Kanye fan. I liked Power, and that was about it, but that's because I played Saints Row 3. My Beautiful Dark Fantasy is the most insane album of all time, and it's such a goddamn shame about who Kanye is as a person now. He like people are like, but he made Graduation. No, he made My Beautiful Dark Fantasy. That is his fucking legacy. That is one of the greatest albums of all time that I've ever listened to. There's like no fucking misses in that entire album. It is insane. It is like, in my opinion, genuinely 10 out of 10 album, and that's how Basilon feels. You know that meme where like Trazen is like in his gallery and he has like a fucking Hatsune Miku figurine? That's Basilon with My Beautiful Dark Fantasy on vinyl. This is like his most prized possession. Does Basilon have the pass from Vulcan? No, because he's from Chaos. Enemies at the gates, play that fucking music, white boy. What a mess. I love him. Basilon is a fucking disaster, but that's kind of the point. Thousand Sons Emperor's Children. Okay, you're just wrong, but sure, whatever you want to say, Chris. You could just be wrong. They actually do have a Thousand Sons character though. I gotta find him. Where did I put him? Here we go. I'm gonna probably re-kit bash him because I got some stuff I want to use, but this is Amun. I'm gonna talk about, oh god, there's dust. All is dust, crazy. I'm gonna talk about him when we do the Thousand Sons episode eventually, but I'm gonna remove his arm. I'll actually just go ahead and show you what I'm gonna use. Hold on. AJ knows about this because he and I went to, he was at the tournament. He didn't play, but he was just at it. I'm gonna use bits from this guy. I'm gonna use his arms on Amun because I think they look way better than what he has going on right now. I still like the braziers he has though, but I really like this like crown coil thing, whatever you want to call it. I really like this fucking model. Ooh, preview, yeah. It's kind of weird because like it's a commemorative series, so like, I never knew this came out, but it was the last tournament we're going to be doing for Age of Sigmar for a while, and the dude just loves like actually having prizes, which is funny because our shop doesn't fucking do that for the 40k tournament, but he just loves giving out prizes, and he had like 5 commemorative figures, miniatures for prizes, and despite the fact that I got second to last, I won that, so that was pretty neat. Is your warband a bunch of different Chaos Marine groups together centered around the Iron Warriors group? Basically. So the I'm going to talk about it more when I do the Band of the Reforged video when we hit 10k or Christmas, whichever comes first. But basically, it started off as an Iron Warriors warband. It nearly got wiped out, and then Diodium showed up. And Diodium does not give a fuck where you are from. If you are useful, if you can fight, if you can do anything, you are part of the warband. No questions asked. Basilon, crank that soldier boy. He gave me a $25 gift card to Monument. Yeah, just shut up. That's sweet. Is Diodium their warsmith? Yes, Diodium is the warsmith. Here he is. The big man himself. I am probably going to redo this model because I don't particularly like the pose that I gave him. But yeah, the big man. There he is. He is the warsmith. And fun fact about Diodium, he was not the first warsmith. There was another one. But that's going to be explained when we get to Diodium's lore video. Because there's a lot I want to talk about him that I really haven't. Does the warband have corn crackheads? The warband has corn berserkers, and they are basically forced to be in a section of the Broken Tower by themselves unless you are somehow a very calm individual. If you're not, you are relegated to the corn section. And the corn section is basically just a giant gym and boxing ring to keep them entertained. The good news is that if you want to learn how to get better at melee combat, you go to the corn section. The bad news is that you're going to the corn section, and sometimes these guys don't know the definition of holding back or sparring. So they usually have to have a bigger guy being the referee to stop a berserker from beating the shit out of a new legionary. It's funny because like in the lore of the Broken Tower, there's actually a lot of corn berserkers, but they just like, I just don't own corn berserkers. I own 20 actually, I think, or I own 10, but I don't ever use them. But in the lore, there's supposed to be a good amount because they get used as shock troops. In actual games, can you run that kind of setup? Chaos Marines with a bunch of specialized per god. I want to start an Iron Warriors army, but I really like Noise Marines and not Slanesh as a whole. So there's always been the rule for Chaos Space Marines called Slaves to Darkness, where you are allowed to have a certain amount of points or a certain amount of units of the basic or of like the feature, how do I describe this, of like the feature infantry unit for Slaves to Darkness. So you're able to use Corn Berserkers, you're able to use Rubric Marines, you're able to use Plague Marines, and you're able to use Noise Marines. Live fire exercises, my love. They do have live fire exercises. They have a lot of live fire exercises. The one rule in the corn gym is no guns. If you bring a gun, you get beat up. What music plays in the gym? It's either like it's either hard style like Ziz shit, or it's fucking like hard bass. It's never metal. It's stuff to get you amped up. Metal doesn't amp you up like hardstyle does. It's the kind of music where like you don't need pre-workout, you need this. Corn Berserkers sit at the bottom of the tower like guard dogs. Actually, because you say that, what's it called? The Thousand Sons Rubric Marines are actually like normally the guards of the tower because they just follow orders and they don't like need much. They can't do a lot of things. Like they're really good at like being like NPC sentries unless they have a sorcerer following them around. But basically, if there's like a place that needs like low to mid security, you just throw a bunch of fucking you just throw a bunch of Rubric Marines to guard an area, and they will literally just shoot anything that isn't an ally. And the best part about them is that because they're dust, it's really hard to just kill them. You snipe them in the neck, congratulations, there's no flesh there. He's just gonna turn back and shoot you. Kill chain hits too. Love bolt thrower. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, big dog. Hi guys. Hello, Global. Kill chain is peak, but for anti-tank that armor. I don't know what any of that is. I guess I have new music to listen to later if I remember. All right, I got work in 5 tomorrow. Gonna ball. Boss, good luck. See you next time. See ya. I'll probably be streaming tomorrow as well if I don't work on the orc video. Orange Jim actually blasts Vocaloid in Nightcore. That's when Basilon gets a hold of the PA system in there. But whenever he does that, the Corn Berserkers usually just like get insanely fucking mad and start hunting him down. Thor was a death metal band with a number of Warhammer themed songs. Oh, okay, I know about them. I haven't listened to them much, but still. How weak are they to stealth archers, Thousand Sons, or fucking Cornet Berserkers? Because the answer is neither of them are weak to stealth archers. Love your stuff. I have a massive Iron Warriors and Grey Knight army. Hell yeah. I hope your army gets a refresh soon, because supposedly they're going to get a refresh next edition. That's what the rumors have been saying. Because I have a friend who plays Grey Knights, and it's rough seeing his models sometimes. If you like them, more power to you, but still. Hope you have a nice night. Video made my day. Adios. I'm glad you liked it, Moloch. You have a nice night too, man. I'm glad I stuck with that intro because it seemed to have made a lot of people happy. It was so funny. It was just like popping in my head the idea of like, what the fuck would Basilon even say to like rouse up the troops? It's just like, well, what do you say when you're trying to get a crowd to get hyped up? Make some fucking noise. What are you working on? I'm working on Basilon. This is the guy who was screaming in the intro of the Emperor's Children video that I released today. I kit bashed this yesterday or the day before, I can't remember, and I want to paint him. Oh, yeah. I think I showed him off in the video. I don't remember. But yeah, because I'm a weirdo and I like making... I'm not a weirdo. I'm a DM, so I like doing this kind of stuff. But I like making original characters and I like making them into models and shit. It's fun for me. Do some motherfucking hazard stripes on this shit. Gonna be great. I did kind of wish I could have replaced this gun, but honestly, the fucking chain gun looks sick as shit. Basilon knows you could put anything before the beat drops. He can hype anyone. He really can. Which is like, so like the reason why Basilon is allowed to stay at the tower is because first off, he's the architect. He kind of just maintains it, and the tower literally splits an entire continent in half. So the fact that he's able to maintain it and it's still working, it like, you just can't fucking replace him. But also, like, the lore is like, Diodium does not fucking like the fact that he blasts music during invasions, but it does seem to boost morale, so he kind of just lets it slide. There's literally like a whole thing in my head where Space Wolves find the broken tower and try to invade it, and as a joke, Basilon starts blasting Immigrant Song from Led Zeppelin to taunt them as Iron Warriors descend down the mountain to fight them in melee combat. There's a bunch of stuff. There's a bunch of short stories I feel like I want to write, but we'll depending on how much interest there is in Broken Tower stuff, that'll come and go as it pleases. But as long as people want me to keep talking about my fucking OC shit, I'll keep doing it because people seem to like it. So basically they fight like Iron Warrior edits. Basically. Basilon just blasting the fucking poster boy, the shit you see in the Dokes edits. I didn't know you were Jewish, Captain. Shut the fuck up. Going to head off before the skin dog starts knocking again. He ain't luring me out like last time. Yeah. Whatever you say, definitely not. Possibly another Alfarius. Definitely the dude who took his skin. See you later, man. There we go. Refresh that page. For some reason, the YouTube chat on the dashboard is broken, but I see it on OBS, so at least that's working. There we go. Yeah. So it's definitely gonna be fun being able to like actually do like my own like I guess like original content, yeah, rather than just being stuck talking about 40k stuff, because not a lot of people get that opportunity to talk about shit that they make. It's usually people just caring about like what you're already doing, so it's a feel good thing to see people are interested in the Broken Tower. I do also, I've talked about this when I for like people who want to become members, I am planning on like when I do for the Warpsmith anniversary models, when I do make videos of like me kit bashing them, I also am going to talk about like the lore and stuff of them, so that's also just like bonus stuff, just like my guys in the Broken Tower, just like I don't fucking know. Some people probably care about that more than others. I'm gonna have to figure out how I want to do the rules for that though, because there's a lot of stuff where I'm just gonna have to say like flat out like no, I'm not kit bashing this or this or this. How's your guys' night going? For anybody who's conscious enough to say anything. Been going great. Fuck yeah. I know some people were saying in the comments their days weren't going so great and they were glad that the video came out. And it's just like, you know what? Despite the fact that it was late, it seems like it came out at a good time for a lot of people, so that's good. A lot of people's days ended up getting better, being made better because of that. God, that orc video, I just thought about it. Having to, like doing the intro for this video hurt my throat. Doing the one for the orc video is going to absolutely fuck me up. Doing paperwork tonight, so hell yeah. That's not a hell yeah, that's fucking depressing. I'm sorry, friend. God, I just realized I'm gonna have to hit a wall in the video. Fuck. I think I can do it. I think I can do it. I've had enough experience at tournaments listening to WAs to know what makes a good WA. I think I can do it. The thing that's gonna fuck me up is trying to do a Cockney accent. I can mask it behind a bunch of editing, so it's not like it's that bad, but still. You could do it. I think I could do it. I also just have an ego, so I'm just gonna say I think I can do it. Hell, I could do it. Your voice is a lot higher pitched than mine. I don't know if you can do it. You could be a fucking... You could be a Makari. Accents are so much fun. Accents are fun when you fucking practice them and you don't sound like shit. Like when I do D&D and I do the voice of a guard, I always default to British just because it makes my players try to get through it faster. Can I be a Grout in the video? No. Because I would have to have you use my mic setup, and I'm not doing that. I did have an idea for like a group thing eventually if the warband ever gets big enough to where I can do it, but I don't know. Oh, the cap on his hammer is missing. Interesting. Forgot that's there's supposed to be a cap on there. Hold on. There it is. How the fuck did I forget about this? Worth a shot, lol. Definitely one of these shots taken of all time. No. I don't really have any interest in dragging other people into helping out on videos outside of like maybe an editor, but also like it's an unpaid editor because I'm not making a lot of money on these videos right now. You don't have enough street cred yet to collab with someone to make an orc video, less of a pain to make an intro for. Damn, Kyle. Okay, fuck. I think I'm doing pretty okay for someone who started out 3 months ago. My phone died. Well, at least you're back now. I haven't talked about much since you've been gone. Since you've been gone. Oh my gosh, so much white girl music, dude. I already said this before in old streams. I don't really have interests in collabing with people for lore stuff. I'd probably collab for other things, but you know, lore, not really. I don't see like a reason to do it. Like I hate the fact that I keep mentioning Bricky, but like once again, fucking inspiration for the channel. And they don't really do many guest spots, and I don't know why. Like they would never fucking invite me for obvious reasons. Like there's no reason to. I'm not asking for them to. There's no reason. But just like I don't know. I am so glad though, speaking of guests, that Kirioth is a permanent resident on Adeptus Ridiculous and their new shit, Acceptable Losses. I'm so fucking glad he's around to do more shit because I fucking love Kirioth. More of the insane British man, the better. Kirioth is great. Kirioth is fucking fantastic. I'd say I aspire to be as insane of a kit basher as Kirioth, but I also really don't because he's made some insane shit. Insane shit that is like borderline unplayable. Oh wait, that's not where it goes. I just lost the cap. Where the fuck did I put it? Over here. I feel like I did that the wrong way. No, I did it the right way. It's just that there's paint on here now. You remind me, did you see the Perch Rabo kit bash? I'd ask you to link it in the Discord, but I don't think you're in the Discord, are you? I have not seen the Perturabo Kit Bash. Unless you're talking about like the old Golden Demon entry, I have seen that a long time ago. There we go. Before we continue with the Broken Tower video, we need to talk about today's sponsor, Established Titles. Oh, Kyle, were you here last time when I talked about the first ever sponsorship offer I got? I want to be in the Discord. If you ever get a membership, even if it's only for one time, you're allowed to stay in the Discord. I don't boot people out. At least not yet, because no one's been an asshole yet. Some people have gotten close, but not yet. I am gonna have to look into making people moderators because the server, how big is the server right now? Hold on, let me check. The server is currently at server settings, members, 66 members, which is a good amount of people. So I'm gonna have to look into getting people to moderate it. Make Lost the moderator. He hasn't given you enough money to at this point. Lost would probably be the first moderator solely because of like, yeah, like also he's just like the only, like not the only, but like one of the few level-headed people who isn't a full, like a total sociopath or psycho. The problem is that Lost is in the military and he will at some point be deployed, so I can't rely on him to moderate shit. If you count asking questions to get folk talking. What do you mean? Is Broken Tower doing anything for Halloween this Friday? Orc video, that's about it. Orc video, and I might do Trench Crusade reading and release that along the side. I just have to find music for it, and then I'll just start reading Trench Crusade lore. Their video sponsor Established Titles. Oh right, that's what I was gonna say. The first sponsorship I got, I can't tell you who it is, but I'm pretty sure it's some Chinese company because I was sent there's a button link on it that says subscribe and it had Chinese fucking glyphs on it. But what was it? I can't think. It was basically for like, do you know what sun sails are? They're basically like triangle awnings that you like hook into the wall to try and like block off an area. I don't like them. They're so shit in my opinion. We had one when we lived at the old house and it basically shaded fucking nothing. But yeah, I got a sponsorship for like sun sails. And I'm just looking at it like, first off, this seems affordable, but that's also because I can tell this looks Chinese. So that's probably why. So it's probably like cheap quality, and also like the email that I got the email from did not match the company email. So I'm like, this is probably a scam. I'm not clicking on this. Yeah, so that was kind of funny. Like what your favorite X or Y of that kind of thing. Oh, when you say you want to be in the Discord and stuff like that. I don't know. I need to be more active in the Discord because Fluff is never going to be a moderator, Kyle. That's just not happening. Fluff talks about touching people too much in order for that to happen. I do want to be more active on the Discord. It's just that like I don't like between editing, I don't have time. So thankfully, this last time I edited around, you could tell like there's not that many like memes and shit posted into the video. And I just put a lot more work into the intro. But that being said, the intro also got the video demonetized. So editing that video, that only took me like a few hours, like 2 or 3, more like 3, because I had to edit the audio as well, compared to my normal like 6 hours of editing where I interject like 500 images. Like how many images were in my image folder this time around? Let me go look. Where is here we go, video images. there were 60 files as opposed to my normal like 230 that I use in videos. So it definitely helped a lot not trying to schizo edit everything so fucking quickly and often. So I'll probably be doing that more often because I mean most people do that anyways, where it's just like one image floating slowly across the screen for like 30 minutes. Not pointing fingers, Arthur. No, I'm joking. It just works. People don't really care much for like a bunch of memes and a bunch of jokes in the video. They just want to listen to the lore, which is fine. I think it's better for it to just be a more auditory experience than it is a visual experience, and it works out, which is what I'm starting to learn. I think I just got super glue on my fucking brush. Nope, seems not. Okay. Yeah, I'll probably do a Trench Crusade reading for Halloween. That'll be fun. I'm definitely not doing anything for Thanksgiving because like why the fuck would I? That's just like weird. But the Christmas, there's definitely a Q&A video for the Christmas video and also the Broken Tower lore. And I think that's pretty much all I got planned for holiday stuff. Most YouTube watch time is audio only. I just have it in the background at work. Yeah, that's what I've noticed a lot of people do. Is that it's just something to listen to. They're not really focused on it. So you know, I think I'm gonna stop with the visual gags and just do pure audio. Not pure audio, but you know, like some images, but just not a lot. I've appeared from the Goon Cave. Send him back. Yeah, I need to find people to be moderators, just so that way the tower maintains to be a safe and somewhat welcoming place for other people. No. You can't make me. What do you mean? I can't. You're just gonna fucking relapse and go back over there, brother. Ooh, that reminds me. I bought new shoes, so I'm gonna go wear those to work tomorrow. Speaking of the devil, and he will appear. The devil's pretty delayed, but yeah, he still showed up. Nah, I'm at work. Unfortunate. Imagine working. I say as I got work tomorrow. And some stuff changed at work, so that's going to be fun when I go over. But it's only stuff that's like when I'm on my lunch break, so it actually really doesn't matter the more I think about it. Imagine being employed. That's crazy. Sample, I'm not reading that. job haver. I think Fluff would know. Imagine being employed. Imagine, bro. Gold was I using? This is the gold I was using. I am kind of out of ideas for like kit bashing stuff though. After this, I don't know what else I want to do because this is kind of like it. I'll have to think about that more. I should probably just start working on the legionaries and the nameplates. Actually, I have all the files ready. It just needs to like, you know, get it done. I can actually do it now because there's not like 60 fucking names, and I actually have all the names of the people who are paying instead of gifted. So I probably should do that. I'm dressing up as a job application for Halloween, and I plan on going and scaring people in low-income neighborhoods. It's wild. I actually paid for the membership now, so you have to say my name in your videos. I do, yes. I will grab in the next video. Hopefully your name is updated in the file so I can grab it. I don't mind saying your name. It's just it was just worse when I had chosen to be the gifted tier, so we got a bunch of random fuck ass names for me to say, and it was people who didn't even pay, so it kind of feels disingenuous. I'll have to hear fear in your voice. You won't. There's a dude who's been gifted. He's only in the Legionnaire tier, so I don't have to say his name, but you probably saw his name fly by if you were paying attention to the end screen. His name was the dildo of consequences is never lubed. So a good thing I changed the gifted tier to lower, so I don't have to say that shit. I love stealing from work. Don't admit that on my stream. My stream should not be evidence for what the fuck you do. I live in low-income housing. I live in a low-income housing environment that goes by the government name of Section 8. Me and a group of my allies control different parts of this section to run our illegitimate business. We possess weapons, mind-altering inhibitors, and only use cash to make financial transactions. If anybody has any unfinished business with me, I'll be more than happy to release my address. I must warn you, I am armed and I regularly disobey the law. I have unfinished business with you, Dio. Okay, what is it? I can't wait for you to have a fan meetup. As Fluff, if I have any fucking power over it, nobody's ever going to meet me. I am not at a stage right now where I'm comfortable showing my face. If I was doing it full time, probably. If I was doing YouTube full time, probably. Right now, no, because I work for the state. I do not need people knowing what I look like or what my name is. If and when I quit, sure. Give me your address. Be able to speak English first. I won't do anything. I just think it would be funny to whisper in your ear that I am Fluffman. I'm Fluffman. Mayhaps that'd be funny. I've met you. Yeah, you have. There's not a lot to be amazed by. There's really not exactly. Honestly, it would be cool to talk with you in Discord VC. I need to hang out in the VC more. There's a bunch of VC channels that don't get used, and I already know it's because I'm not fucking in there. Sorry, me no speak English. It's unfortunate. You guys are missing out on anything. You're really not. I'm not that particularly interesting outside of the videos, I feel, but I don't know, maybe some, I mean, I get fucking questions already enough as it is, so maybe there is something interesting about me. Who fucking knows? But yeah, I do need to hang out in the VC more. I've been planning on doing like game nights. I just don't have time, which sucks. But also, even if I did game nights, like what the fuck would I play? Like right now, the only thing I've been wanting to play is Deadlock. I sat in the Brazil VC for 1 hour and no one came in. It's because I don't think we have any Brazilian fans. Oh god. Stolen snacks taste better than when one spot. I agree. I have a watermelon. Do you want it? I don't know how long that would take for shipping, so you can go ahead and have it. I'll get the next one. Let us stream snipe you in Space Marine 2 again? No, I fucking hate PvP in that game. I don't know why I thought it was a good idea for me to play it. Unless you mean PvE, then yeah, sure. I just haven't had a reason to play Space Marine 2. I want to upgrade my PC so I can stream Darktide, because I really like playing Darktide. And I'm actually good at that game. I personally had to go into an HR office at work because they have a meeting room stocked with a fridge snack cabinet, and I rate it on a weekly basis. It's hilarious. Always steal from HR. It's objectively correct. I'm gonna go get some water. I will be back. Because I'm getting thirsty. I have returned. What the fuck are you guys talking about? From the sweet supply sec? You can do better. I remember added to Diesel itself. You will never find my kitchen abandoned. In the words of the military-industrial complex, what's the fuse? What's the fuse billion? What's a few billion taxpayer dollars? It's crazy, but also true as fuck. I'm gonna pause the stream really quick. I think I got a message on my phone. I did not. All I got is notifications on the comments for a video. $8 billion more to. I'm not saying that. Do not get political. I swear to God, Fluff. We've avoided it so far. But does anybody wants to deny it? The topic of that area has become political. I think we should cut more school funding and give it to Lockheed Martin. Now that's the kind of stuff I want to hear. I think we shouldn't privatize healthcare. We should just get rid of it altogether. Everybody has to pay $1 million anytime they stub their toe. Another the $50 billion to Lockheed Martin. My politics is just to, okay, well, I'm not saying that, so I'm just gonna go ahead and hope you don't say anything worse so I don't have to time you out. The 10 million to the Kriegans and the Nachman Gauntlet. Okay, that I can get behind. Have you seen the new U-Hawk? It's awesome. I don't know what you're talking about. Let me look it up, I guess. What the fuck? Why does it distend its jaw like a snake? Is this just an uncrewed Black Hawk? What the fuck? Here's what is the purpose of this? Like, I assume this thing is not meant to transport people because it's an unmanned drone. It's meant to transport other things like vehicles and the like, right? Because I would not want to get into a vehicle that is not manned by a person. Yeah, it's a drone, but it's the size of a fucking helicopter. Dio, have you had the glory of seeing the SU-47 yet? I think we talked about that a while ago. Let me look it up. It's a... What is this, fucking communist? Why are the wings backwards? Yeah, driver or woman driver? Okay, well, you could just not be a piece of shit, and I'll just say woman driver, but sure. Who made this fucking thing? What is this for? Is this Russian? What is this shit? It is Russian. No wonder it's so fucking ugly. Alien invasion happens. Oh boy, time to see what $28 billion taxpayer dollars in Raytheon stock can do to the mothership. That's what I always find funny. It's just like if humanity ever gets invaded, it's just like unless the aliens just blow up the planet, I'm pretty sure we got it. Whatever, we'll crash my car first. Yeah, the SU-47 to the rest of the stream? No, because I'm eating. Hey, streamer, do the thing. No, shut up. Show your food. I want to see. It's just fucking. Hold on. Just a crumpled ass McChicken. Say the line, Bart. But you're a streamer, you're meant to do the thing? No. It's not pizza rolls, because my fat ass brother is eating my fucking pizza rolls even though he didn't fucking pay for them. Goddamn bitch. Sample, is the NATO call sign for the MiG-15 a slur towards gay people? Is that the one you're referring to? Okay. I hate how I understood that. Yeah, streamer, do the thing where you zap your dog. Yeah, the NATO call sign for the MiG-15 is a slur towards gay people. That's its call sign. I don't know why. Just look up NATO call sign for MiG-15. You should find it. Because it looks like a lit cigarette. Yeah, I'm sure that's the reason. And it's not because the Americans fund NATO and somebody thought it'd be super funny to call it that. Because they also call the two-seated version of the MiG-15 another derogatory term for short people. Why? I don't fucking know, dude. It was probably the Marines. I wonder how many views is the video at right now? $1.9K. All right, that's decent. It's definitely not the Dark Ages video that got like 12K and fucking or 10K in like 6 hours or something crazy like that. I'm pretty sure it's gonna get less views because it's not monetized and YouTube isn't gonna push it. That being said, it seems like we got a decent amount of subscribers off that video right now. Fluffman, what the fuck did you type that got retracted? But AJ said no lube and it didn't. I was listening to your Dark Angels video when you said 125 and I looked at the clock and it was 125 a.m. It was a weird moment for me. Gotcha. We punish them. Yes, we punish them. Basilon seen K-pop Demon Hunters yet? AJ, if we're doing this in terms of just like how time works, K-pop Demon Hunters came out 30 fucking thousand years ago. He has not seen it. I said this before I was done. Gotcha. Now, Dio, opinion on the Su-47? It's like every other Russian jet. It's fucking hideous. The new Chinese fighter jet can definitely take on a pure American fighter in dogfight and totally won't tear us when we stop trying to make an 80-degree turn at Mach 3. Kyle, it's so crazy how there's just like, I know you're American and you still find a way to misspell words. That being said, yeah, the fucking China. Yes, let's talk about the galactic financial system. Tell them about per capita in a moment. I'm gonna hit the hay. I don't blame you. I'm also tired, but I'm gonna at least try to stream till midnight and then I'll shower and go to bed. You know what's funny is like that's there and that could have been showing my reflection the entire time, but I'm pretty sure it literally can't see me, so. Tell them about per capita, it's so funny. Quick question, what time is it for you? I live on the West Coast, Pacific Standard Time. It is 10:46 p.m. right now. I don't know how I have to keep answering this question, but it's also because not everybody is in the stream, so I guess that's fair. About to be 11, so I'll probably be on for another hour after this. Because I thought about raw dogging it and setting up way later, but I'm not going to. Poo-poo hobo state. Sure, man. Let's ignore the fact that we have the most GDP in the fucking country. You want a poo-poo hobo state? Go to Washington or Oregon. Looks like the fucking Walking Dead over there. All California has is just like depressing fucking like middle of nowhere cities. Watching the stream instead of studying for my chemistry exam. Defender, go study for your chemistry exam. I will fucking time you out if I have to. School is important, even though I'm a dropout. Or New York. New York is just fucking ridiculously expensive for not contributing at all to the economy, which is crazy. Kyle, did you delete your message again or did it get banned? Oh, can't confirm? Okay. Yeah, no, it's fucking, it's bad up north. No, I don't want to hear it. I have to be next to New Jersey. I love the NATO nickname for the Su-75. I'm not looking all this up. I'm being fat and eating right now. Should get off and make another short, but I'll probably make another short tomorrow and then stream again. And then I'll get started on another video. Okay. All right, kitty cat. It's not a bannable offense. I'm just tired of the shit you say. Oh god. I wonder how the views of the other videos doing for a little bit. Let me see. The Iron Warriors one is still the most viewed video on the channel. Good. Was Perturabo intended. Oh, the Night Lords one hit 20k views. Hell yeah. I think it was at like 15k for a while. Oh yeah, I didn't talk about Lucius. That's because I fucking hate Lucius. I forgot about that. Mavis and Island are way more interesting characters than you realize. That's fine. I don't know why I'm reading these comments out loud, but I don't ever want to make fun of people, but I always do find it funny how everyone's like, hey, so-and-so character is way more interesting than you think. And I'm like, yeah, I believe you. I just don't care. I don't know if that's like, that's the answer you want to hear, but that's just the truth. I don't fucking care about Lucius. I think Lucius is shit. I think he's a really boring character. I don't think there's anything interesting about him. You can tell me he's interesting and I believe you. I just don't like him. I wanna stream me painting minis on Saturday in your Discord if that's okay. I think that would help me force to paint. I don't mind you doing that. Just don't expect me to join the Discord. I might. I'll probably join in the Discord and like instead of streaming on Saturday. So this is what I'll probably do, because I'm gonna play. AJ, I know you're fucking from bumfuck middle of nowhere, but for the Jesus Christ, like, figure out how to spell Lucius, because that is not how you spell it. Yeah, Lucius is the best duelist, and his entire lore is him losing and taking over other people. It's so stupid. I fucking hate Lucius. But I'll probably do the orc video, stream on Friday, and then do a painting hangout on Saturday when I come back from gaming, because AJ and I are supposed to do Trench Crusade 1.0, because they said the rules are coming out at the end of October. October ends in 4 days. I'm just saying. It's so weird when you say AJ and it's not me. Bro stole my IRL name. I can say his real name, but I don't like his real name, so I just call him AJ. Also, AJ, I'm probably gonna print you a fucking what's it called? An Anchorite shrine, because I don't think you have one, do you? I have the file, so I'll just fucking print it out. Otherwise, we could just play 40k or something. Yeah, because I'm not playing fucking Age of Sigmar with you against you and your fucking meta ass armies. Go fuck yourself. I'm not fucking playing against Cruel Boys or Seraphon. I don't like. I fucking. Because I remember I was talking to you about this at the tournament where it was like, what's Seraphon's weakness? They're expensive. Okay, so we're fucking Night Haunt and we're shit. Like, what? I painted a shrine for my buddy and it's so cool. I remember if I could post it in the Discord. Please post it in Discord because I want to see that later. I need to get painting on my warband. That's what I'll probably be painting up tomorrow if I do stream. I'll probably start painting up my heretics. Or I might paint up my Prussians, because the Prussian rules look... Let me go look at them. They showed off the Prussian rules not too long ago for 1.0, but it's just they didn't have everything for 1.0. I like how Ape Brain is in the Discord again. And it's kind of funny because I always feel like joining him, but it's also funnier to just leave him alone. Have I mentioned I'm an asshole? Yeah, here we go. Prussians have joined the Great War, and I think there's a link to the rules. By the way, you know what's fucking crazy is like there's actually a lot of places stocking the new Goodbye My Sweet Summer Child. Unfortunate. You know what's crazy is that like there's a lot of people stocking the new fucking Prussians at a bunch of different game stores, which is fucking like wild to me. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these rules are for 1.0. Yeah, it says 1.0 right there. But so like a few changes are, holy shit, this thing is so zoomed in. So like all the Prussians are shit at a complete dog shit at shooting. Let me fucking zoom out. Why is this so zoomed in? Holy shit. Here we go. Yeah. That's just a new anti-hoc thing. Add 4 for the range of grenades, which is funny because they're shit at shooting. Here we go. Where's the tank splitter? Oh, it's more down. The tank splitter is limited to 2 now instead of 3, which is really fucking annoying. Stay away, this is my VC. All right, you said it. The tank splitter is now limited to 1. I guess I'll show this off on stream so that way you guys can see what I'm talking about. The tank splitter is limited to 1, which kind of sucks. Because it used to be 3. And machine armor is restricted to the Hauptmann, which is your lieutenant, and the mechanized infantry only, so you can no longer put on a trench cleric. Oh yeah, holy smoke though, this shit's fucking goofy. Here we go. Combat engineer, holy smoke. Yeah, here we go, holy smoke. It's basically just Bartodon pills, except it also negates the fear keyword, which is pretty neat. machine armor, which is the exact same as it used to be, which is just fucking wild. Oh, here we go, the tank splitter sword. So how the tank splitter sword used to work is that if you were attacking anybody wearing armor, you would get this ability where you always retain 1 injury dice roll as a 6. Now it just works all the time, regardless of if you're wearing armor or not, or if you have a shield or not. So that's pretty fucking fun. Smoking that burning bush. This was that shit. This was that shit that spoke to Moses. Throwing diamonds at the strip clubs underneath the Great Pyramids. Yeah, Hopman's ability is the exact same as Lieutenant. You get rapid assault, which is cool, I guess. I don't think the Belt Kaplan has anything new. He can give. He just has onward soldiers of Christ, and God is with us. Onward Christian soldiers actually is different now. It used to be everybody gets like +1 dash dice. AJ, what the fuck are you? Oh, you're okay. Never mind. You just were checking your messages. I thought your shit got fucking deleted. Oh yeah, and the sniper priest, his aim action is at +2 dice instead of just being 2 dice. So there's actually a reason to use this sniper shit on him now, which is so good. The problem is that I can't even make a proper list until we get the rules for mercenaries, because a standard battle, as far as I know, is supposed to be 900 ducats and 8 glory, and we just don't have anything for mercenaries right now. And how much ducats is this starter warband? Total 6. So yes, the basic campaign 700 ducat limit, which is good, but you know, like, not my favorite. It's so crazy how they're actually doing plastic kits now. And once again, I'd love for the rules to be out, but this besides the point. I'm playing with lists, but I want to bring a witch burner. Well, we'll see what it's like when we get the fucking, what's it called? The 1.0 rules. It sucks not knowing what I can and cannot run. And I'm really hoping that they do release the mercenary rules alongside 1.0. Hello, Grimdark. I'm really hoping that they do release the mercenary rules when they release 1.0 on for Trench Crusade, because I'd like to be able to play a full game and not just a 700 ducat list with no glory. That would be annoying. But we will see. Did I loop the music? I did. Okay. Yeah. Hey, Grimdark. It's good seeing you. I got Trench Pilgrims? Fuck yeah. So does AJ. He also has Trench Pilgrims. I gotta print him up an anchor at Shrine before I meet him on Saturday. So I'm going to bed again. I know. See you, AJ. Where's my clippers? They're over here. Yeah, apparently 1.0 is coming out at the end of this month, so we'll see what's fucking going on with that. What are you painting? I'm painting up Basilon. This is the Emperor's Children that was screaming at the beginning of the video that I released today. He's my warpsmith. It's the Khan on bike converted to be a warpsmith. Because I thought it was cool. I just realized this knee pad is not fully set on correctly. I don't know if I can remove it without breaking anything. As fuck. Thank you. I'm really proud of this conversion. The knee pad may prove unremovable. Nope, there we go. It's starting to move. really love converting. It's really what makes me love this hobby a lot. I got this idea instantly as soon as I saw the con on bike, and thankfully I found someone who's reselling it, and I did pay a hefty price for it, but it was either I pay a hefty price for it or I wasn't going to get this model for I wasn't going to get this model for a very long time. See if I can place it properly this time. It looks much better. I'm just gonna have to paint everything else silver. It's kind of sticking out forward a little bit, but it's fine. As long as I can see it correctly on the head-on view. I love the Iron Warriors. Same. It's my favorite Legion, probably. Next to Salamanders. And thankfully the Iron Warriors video is the one that has the most views, so I have this little point of pride for me. But now I'm doing the most favorite thing every Iron Warrior has to do, which is doing masking tape for your hazard stripes, so that way your army actually looks sick as fuck. This is both the worst and also most satisfying part of fucking playing Iron Warriors, painting them, I mean. There we go. I wish Iron Warriors in 40k had artillery. Artillery is so much fun. They used to have the Legion Basilisks, now they don't. Alright, I'm tired. I'm gonna go lay in bed and listen to Diodium ASMR. Hell yeah, brother. It's funny, we were talking about that, saying how I should like do more readings of shit. I don't know, people like listening to my voice for some reason, so I'm gonna do a Trench Crusade reading video probably for Friday along with the Orc video. Hello, enjoyed your Emperor's Children video. Now good stuff. Hell yeah, I'm glad. Despite the fact that the video got demonetized, it was worth it for that intro. Yes, it was. Oh yeah. It is gonna suck because, like, as far as I know, the video is not gonna get that many views, so it was fine, like, sacrificing the monetization on it. But imagine it becomes like the most viewed video on my fucking channel, and it has no monetization on it. Gonna fucking kill me. That being said, I've literally been re-listening to the intro the entire day because I'm so proud of how it came out. Hitting the make some fucking noise for the end of it literally shredded my fucking throat, and it was worth it. Because it did it the first time and I was like, okay, that was good, but that wasn't long enough. It didn't match the drop. Now I have to like hold that for like 4 or 5 more seconds. And I did. And that shit was fucking rough. It's an intro people remember. Yeah. Hopefully. It's kind of been like the defining thing on this channel is the fact that I do intros for the videos to try and make them more interesting. What game I grade? Yeah, thank God, man. Always somewhat worried that shit I make is not going to come out particularly great. It usually does, but you know. There's been some intros that I've done that have been misses. I feel like the Imperial Knight intro is probably my worst one, but that's also just because, like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with Imperial Knights? Like, I don't know. Outside of just, like, doing, like, a fucking mecha or kaiju fucking Gundam reference. You can always go back and when you get to remake a big video. That's what I'm going to end up doing. I'm going to end up going back and remaking videos. I forgot I was building Gunpla on my bed. My sheet is covered in small plastic bits. Why the fuck would you do it in your bed? Fucking hard on it's hard in these cold Polish streets, brother. Holy shit. Almost fucking cut myself real quick. Let's not do that. There we go. I think that's as close as I'm going to get to how it is on the other side. Bed is warm. It's minus 10 degrees. Oh yeah, you live in Poland. Nah. Hey man, that's the shit that keeps the Russians away. And the Germans. Oh hell yeah, Grimdark, I didn't see that you played a game. Nice. 15,000 points of Krieg versus Harlequins. We got turn 3 and he conceded because he had to leave. Ah, damn. I need sleep with my emotional support Gundam. Make an intro, the Black Knight scene of Monty Python with the Holy Grail, but just Imperial Knights. That'd be comedic, but I'm trying to like make all the factions seem cool. I'm not trying to make any one faction seem like shit. Which is why I know the Imperial Knight intro is bad, because like, what the fuck was I gonna do? Garg isn't here, so I can talk about this. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do if I ever do Chaos Knights, because like, I don't know if you guys know much about Chaos Knights, but they have like literally no lore. Their lore basically boils down to Tyranid lore, where it's more like people encountering knights, and that's the lore. They're more of a force of nature than they are a faction. And literally the only reason for their existence is that there has to be a chaos analog to every fucking army. Yeah, their lore sucks. It's not great, which is why I find it funny when people say, fucking like knights are awesome. It's just like, are they, dude? Like, you got Kingmaker and that's about it. Do we have a soldier's last word before knight disintegrates them? Maybe. I tried doing something like that. I tried doing something, but it's just like for the guard video where it's just a dude talking about how shit it is to be in the guard. But I feel like that just fits the spirit of the guard. So that intro worked out. It wasn't the best intro, but it was just kind of funny. It was just like, being in the guard fucking sucks. God damn, I love it. POV Princeps wipes out an entire squad of casters in one shot. Just make them an Iron Warrior Chaos Knight. Lord, that's a lot of fucking words. Grimdark. I have a Chaos Knight household for my Iron Warriors. I just don't ever talk about them. They're all Black Sabbath references, and the big knight is literally named Black Sabbath. Or cogs of Astor Cast Knights, yeah. I need to take apart my entire Gundam because I forgot to add the LED system. You have LEDs for your Gundam? That's wild. That shit is no longer a fucking model kit. That's an action figure, brother. Use the entire front part black. Definitely fucked up doing the hazard stripes on this side, but it's fine. It glows shiny green. Fuck yeah. We ain't even gonna measure this one. We're just gonna raw dog it. Okay, raw dogging it was a mistake. There we go. Okay. Range Watt Vet. Oh, Global War on Terror. I think I might get the foot tall Gundam soon. I did not know there was a foot tall Gundam. I'm not a big Gundam guy, if you can tell. It's not my favorite thing. Oh, here's my black. It's a foot tall Gundam model kit. Interesting. How much is it? My real question. It also comes with an LED system. Yeah, but the price though. How bad we talking? 300 bucks. Fuck that. Cheaper than the MGX. You're saying words, kitty cat, and I know they're words, but like this shit don't mean nothing to me. Oh, there's 100 killer music. I feel bad for anybody who listens to my streams to fall asleep too, because then this fucking track hits. Which is only 1/100 scale instead of 160. Jesus. Yeah, I fucking love this track. Oh, my family back? I don't think so. I should build Gundams or paint. Or should I build Gundams or paint Iron Warriors? Do whatever you like. You are your own man. Follow your own destiny. I'm basically a household object. Jesus Christ. Today's subject: slavery. It gets scary when she's mad. Don't be with her then. I don't know what to tell you. Day's never finished. I say that to my brother whenever we're doing shit together. We're bad people. We're bad. Oh god. I actually posted my hit bash over on Iron Warriors. I haven't checked how it's doing. Oh, more comments on videos. No, just likes. He's finished once painting Mrs. Iron Warrior's army. Today's subject: slavery. I can't get over that fucking video. It's so funny. I forget what his fucking name is. Oh my god, you know what the good thing is about finishing a video? I can close all my fucking tabs that I've been doing research for. Get this shit out of my sight. Thank God. Uh... Oh yeah, good fucking news from the Mechanicus subreddit. Apparently it was unmodded for like a whole year. And the entire subreddit got locked down, so now it has mods again. That's good. That shit was funny. The fact that that ended up happening at all. My post got 103 upvotes. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Batman. I don't know why the YouTube chat is not working on this side. Strange. Yeah, whatever. Look how those awesome his fingers are posable. That's pretty sick. But is it as sick as revealing hazard stripes? I have to repaint some of these pieces because some black eye in places it's not supposed to. Not the cleanest hazard stripes, but that was never the point. This one's stuck. When my coworker started singing that when the boss was in earshot once, and I still don't know if he didn't get fired concerning worth stone's throw away from Portland. That's funny. There we go. I love fucking painting hazard stripes. They don't really match up. I mean, they kind of do, but not really. It's fine. I could bring any unit. If you could bring any unit playable in 10th edition, what would it be? I'm gonna not say decimators, despite the fact that I really like decimators, but the rules are just shit right now in Legends. But I mean, every Legend rules is shit, but I'll go ahead and say Leviathan Dreadnought. That's my favorite pattern of Dreadnought of all time. I wish it was back in the game, but if I'm not allowed to Dreadnought, decimators. Decimators were very overpowered last edition, just doing mortal wounds on 2-ups, killing literally anything they saw. Their only weakness is the fact that they hit, or their guns were 2d3, which isn't really a weakness. Yeah, I would bring decimators back. Decimators were fun. If we're talking non-chaos, I would bring back Brayarth Ashmantle for Salamanders. He was my favorite character to run. He was a Dreadnought that could box Titans, hit them on 2s, and wound them on 2s, and he would win. A nice choice. Fellblade is mine. What is a Fellblade? What's its gun again? I don't remember. Isn't it like a plasma gun or something? Okay, these hazard stripes now look much better now that they're on the actual fucking vehicle. Be that big boom. Big boom is good. I just like the decimator because it was basically better Hellbrute, just statistically speaking. It did better. It had demon regeneration, so regen to wound every round. A bunch of other shit. I miss the old demon engine rule where things healed at the start of every turn. It helped them out in survivability a lot. Now the Rhino has that, and it only heals in your command phase. Accelerator cannon. I don't know what that is, so I don't know why I asked. There's a whole lot of jibber jabber that I do not understand. These more black, like skinny down here in the corner. AP shells or HE shell shooting. Oh, it has profiles. Gotcha. Pretty neat. I really like how the Fell Bleed look. I like how the Kratos looks too. All the Horus Heresy vehicles look so nice, but it's just not enough for me to fucking play Horus Heresy. Like, my friend wants me to play it, and I'm interested, but also at the same time, not fucking really. It's just another game for me to play. Oh shit! Wait. Oh, never mind. Okay, I'm being dumb. I thought his fucking arm fell off. It's just in the back. (72 inches) AP shell, 2 attacks, ballistic skill 3 up, strength 14, AP 6, damage flat 6 or damage D6. Flat 6 is pretty good. Let me guess. It's in Legend and it costs like 360 points or something stupid like that because it's in Legends. That's how much the Leviathan Dreadnought was. It was like 280 or something, and it's been bumped down to like 180, which is pretty fun. I need to 3D print some more dreadnoughts for myself. I like Melta a lot in 40k. I'm just mad that Melta isn't like good. You have to get within 9 inches to do all your damage, and you're not even wounding most vehicles on a 3-up anymore. Yeah, Space Marine Legends 480 points. It's so stupid. Why not just make all the legend shit cheap? Because it's not like you can run it in a tournament anyways. My old list had for legend stuff had 3 Leviathan Dreadnoughts that were like 280 points each. The thing about Leviathan Dreadnoughts though is that they come with 300 killer missiles, which is pretty fucking nutty. What's your interpretation of how Melta works? It's been described as a flamethrower plasma gun, but they already have one. So I'm gonna say right now, the best iteration I've ever seen of a Melta visually was the old bolt gun trailer, and I'm so mad they didn't keep that version of it, which was it was a magma shotgun. I think that's the coolest way to represent a Melta. Super close range, fuck ton of damage, turns everything it hits into slag instantly. It was the coolest fucking thing I've ever seen. Now and then like Space Marine 2, it just like shoots hot gas. I'm like, that's not fucking cool. Give me the magma shotgun. That shit's awesome. Rolling Fortress, each range attack allocated to a model in your army. That's not complete. Yeah, it gives fucking cover or whatever, or it stops it from getting attacked at least. The same thing that the normal Bane Blade has, I think. Yeah, benefit of cover. Yeah. 18 more minutes before I go to bed. And by go to bed, I mean, you know, go shower, probably lay in my bed and watch more Deadlock gameplay. Which is definitely what I'm going to end up doing. I need to do a game night where I play Deadlock with some of you guys. Just so I have a fucking team to play with. I say team, you can only queue with 3 people, which is kind of cringe. I get why. Because they don't want 6 stacks going around and ruining the game, but still. I need to start playing Deadlock again. Lo, you are my Deadlock? Wait, what? What does that mean? So guys, we had a World War II Space Geneva Convention trench cleaner fitting. Huh? I'm watching you instead of sleeping. Ah, that's fair. I was Deadlock. I've looked over the game for a while. It's very fun. I like it, but it's still a MOBA. You have to remember that. So the shit can be frustrating to play against if your team isn't actually trying. All it takes is one person to try and fuck everything up, and it's really easy to fuck everything up. There's metas and shit, but I don't care about that. I just play Bebop. I enjoy it. It's obviously still in like beta, so it's a very volatile game to play right now, just because like everything's always changing. But still, I really like it. My only gripe with Deadlock right now is that so it has this like 1920s prohibition, Lovecraftian occult sort of style to it. It's not very obvious because, in my opinion, the game's colors don't do it justice, and some of the characters' designs are weird. But like they just released Billy, who is like this goat-headed anarchist guy, and he does not fit the game's aesthetic at all for me, and I hate him just because of that. You got a mixture of like new age, like automaton, steampunk, robot people, and then there's furries, and then there's Billy, who looks like he belongs in a fucking not Deadlock, honestly, of all fucking games. I want to melt it to handle how Jurgen uses it in the Caiaphas Cain books. What, killing demon princes? I really like Deadlock, and I want to play it more. But also, that takes away time from like editing and streaming and shit. Also, if I did a game night and I streamed it, I would have to trust that everybody in VC wouldn't be a brain dead asshole and just start saying slurs or other shit like that. Or else I'm just gonna have to start like actually just banning people from the server. Oh Jesus. I'll try it out probably tomorrow. It's a fun game. Try to play with a friend so that way you're not just like solo queuing, because solo queuing can be hell. As with any game. If you can't find a friend, then you know, whatever. Let's do gray for the fur. Use a fur collar. Wait, no, I want to do... Actually, yeah, let's just do normal gray. You'll just paint this gray later. Watching your stream is the second thing I did this morning after shower. Time to sleep for y'all if the time zones bring foreigners, basically. In about 17 minutes or 13 minutes, I'm gonna fucking get off because I got work tomorrow in the morning. I took today off because I had to do shit. I wasn't feeling too well either. But I edited a video and I got no reason to do. I have an idea for a Halloween one-shot in your D&D game. Okay, what's your idea? Because my D&D games are on Sundays, so we don't do Halloween one-shots this year. That being said, we are doing D&D again, so now I have to recreate an entire universe for my players to be in. But go on, I want to hear what you have to say. He has fur gloves on both hands, right? Yeah, he does. Or leather gloves. I don't use khaki. Haunted mansion, but everything inside is a mimic. Give those motherfuckers non-flashbacks whenever they see for sure. That's pretty funny. I don't know. I feel like it gets too old for my players and they would just get frustrated. They're not really into tricky stuff because, especially for like combat scenarios or boss fights, they hate when I bring out like stealth characters for them to fight. Like, fucking despise it, but I think it's hilarious. Oh, Jesus. Off this little patch there. Go. That reminds me, I've been playing Rogue Trader again. Game's still fun. And they were right, they did not buff Crime Lord at all. To his ass. I'm still disappointed Melta didn't get a buff because like it's just so shit. There's really no reason to play a Melt again in that game, just play Plasma. Just finished Gate time to move on to the manga now. Oh, time to move on to the manga. Gotcha. I heard it's a good series. I got no real interest in like watching it. I don't really have an interest in watching most anime though, to be fair, but still. I heard it's good. Okay, I'm never gonna see that part. I don't care. Okay, I can see it a little bit. I kind of care a little bit. There we go. Leather gloves and purple. What a beautiful man. I really love how this model is actually coming out. The wash will darken that so it doesn't look like fucking human skin. I really fucking love how this model's coming out. So fucking good. I think I'm gonna leave him here for tonight and then go ahead and head off early. But yeah, thanks guys for coming to the stream. Surprised that a bunch of people actually ended up showing up today because I posted the video really late today. But thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna go fucking collapse my bed and get ready for fucking work. Hope y'all have a good night wherever you are in the world. Take it easy, and I'll probably see you tomorrow. Good night.